Welcome to MI Magazine Presents Soul, a weekly entertainment show on fashion, arts and culture, mental health, relationships, travel, and food. Our weekly co-hosts are Carla Hill, Dr. Delvena Thomas, and Chef Irie. Now introducing our host, Miss Nicky Gelin.
Hello, everybody, and happy Hump Wednesday. I am your host. I am Nicky Says YOLO with MIA Magazine Presents. So right now I'm smiling right now, but I'm pretty sure that we're well aware of what's happening right now with our Haitian brothers and sisters. I first saw the images about 2 days ago, and it's so surreal that is actually happening right now in 2021. It's very hurtful that this is happening in this day and age. And, with the images, it's very disturbing. I have a lot of friends and family members. Also, my children are half Haitian. And just to kind of see that happening, but to see that happening right now, something has to be done. And I want to share some information as to how we can help and bring more awareness to what's happening. So right here, it shows to contact your Congress members today. The number is 202-224-3121. Let your voice be heard. Let's help our brothers and sisters. Let's come together. Let's band together. Haitian lives matter. And also scrolling at the bottom to stay tuned with the latest news and what's happening. Visit Haitian Times on Instagram, Haitian Business, the Haitian Room, and also Haitian Ladies Network, and also El Union Suite as well. So let's keep in tune with what's happening with the news. Let our voices be heard. Let's speak up. There's also a demonstration today that happened in Miami. Again, we have to stay together, be voices for each other, protect each other, and be that voice that has to be heard. And that being said, I want to segue. We have a really special guest tonight. She is she's Haitian she's born in Canada to Haitian parents. And she's also a woman of God. She is a radio personality, just a charismatic. She's also a community advocate as well. So our guest tonight is radio personality on 103.5 The Beat, STICHIZ. I was trying to sound like her, but I think I kind of butchered that. But STICHIZ, when we talk to you later, you'll correct me on how to say it properly. So you don't want to miss it. I'll be talking to STICHIZ later on in our segment. So let's go ahead and give our shout outs, our sponsors a shout out. So this segment is brought to you by the SWA, Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County, and the AARP. And also is brought to you by the African American Black Alzheimer's Disease Initiative at the John P. Hussman Institute for Human Genomics at the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine. If you are someone that is experiencing loss of memory or have memory problems, or if you know someone who has those problems, please contact their team for more info at 877-686-6444. Again, that number is 877-686-6444. Now let's go ahead and get our show started. My first co-host, she is our mental health and wellness advocate and also the founder of the Brain Love podcast. So Dr. Delvena, happy Hump Wednesday. How's it going?
Hey, happy Hump Wednesday, Nicky. Are you ready to take the couch?
Ready.
All right. So I'm so glad you're talking about the situation in Haiti. There are so many things we could do differently for our own people that the United States has never assisted us in those efforts. So they have to do better. They absolutely have to do better. And it's things like this that brings today's talk to the table. The talk that I have for you today, Nikki, is about self-care. Self-care is very important for all of us, but especially for people of the diaspora, people of color, melanated people, because we go through so many things. And as you just mentioned, the situation in Haiti is one of those things that can be stressful, unnerving, can make us fear so many things in places around us. And so we have to take care of ourselves because we cannot rely on the government to care for us. We can't rely for people around us to take care of us. So I just want to go through a couple of things that we should be doing on a regular basis. So the thing that we neglect a lot is to hydrate. We neglect drinking plain old water. I'm drinking pH balanced water today, but I drink plain water. And drinking water all day long throughout the day, that should be your goal. And people will say, well, how much water do I need? The recommendation previously was 64 ounces, but the most updated recommendation is half your weight in water. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you should be drinking 100 ounces of water each and every day. If you weigh over 200 pounds, then you probably should be drinking a gallon of water. And you don't have to stop at 64 ounces or stop at half your weight. You can drink a little bit more, but along with having a balanced diet. You know, you don't want to be someone who's drinking all of the water and not getting any electrolytes in or not consuming other things, because that too can be problematic for you. But as long as you're eating food, you're eating healthy, drinking your water, you can't go wrong. And the thing about water, go back to that slide, is that it's not just for your hair and your nails, but it's for your brain. Your brain requires water. Our brain is 70% composed of water. You'll feel more alert, keener, and you'll process things better. In the mornings when I'm feeling sluggish, I go to water. I'm not drinking coffee for that. Coffee is just for the taste when I do it, but besides coffee, it's more so water. All right. So we talk about detoxing and doing things, not just to have a flat belly. Why do we have a flat belly when we detox? Well, when you detox, you get rid of all of that poop that's inside of you. You know, really the way our bodies should be working is when you eat a meal, you should be going to the bathroom after the meal. You digest the meal, you swallow, goes into the stomach acids break it down, it goes into the intestines, it, you know, makes its way through the large intestine, the small intestine, and eventually it winds up at your rectum, and then you're supposed to defecate. And so a lot of people are constipated. And what do I mean by constipated? It means they're not defecating, they're not having bowel movements, they're not stooling. Mm-hmm. Think about, you have children, I have a son. When our babies would eat food, our babies would use the bathroom within a few hours after consuming their baby food or breastfeeding. You notice your baby pooped every day, couple of times a day. And that's how the body should work. So if you detox, and we should do these types of things in the morning, it's best to detox in the morning to get all that stuff moving, because you've been fasting overnight. You haven't had anything to eat. So there's nothing in the way of your bowels. There shouldn't be anything new, I should say. So when you're not using the bathroom on a consistent basis, having a bowel movement, you can actually hold on to impurities. You can hold on to toxins and bacteria and bad stuff and have a lot of poop in your system. You get rid of this stool, your belly is flatter, you feel better. So make a detox water in the morning. It doesn't have to have mint leaves or cucumbers. You really can do lemon and warm water. Warm water and lemon in the morning. If you want to add a little bit of ginger, that helps to detoxify. And that's all you need. But this is a recipe for a detox water. So this is another way for self-care, taking care of your bowel movement. Now, on this slide, I have for you some stuff for the brain, things that are threats to the brain and things that help protect the brain. Let's talk about the stuff on the left side. Saturated fats, eating all that dairy, cheese, cow milk, fried foods, get rid of that. Trans fats, that means all the donuts and the store-bought desserts, get rid of those things. Having too much iron, so cooking in skillets and all these things. Having extra aluminum, and so all this excessive metals, these things come from processed foods, the way that we're cooking things as well. It's better to eat more natural, more organic things from the earth. You'll see that on the right side. I don't list all the great things we can eat for our brains. This is just some of the stuff. We need vitamin B12. So if your multivitamin doesn't have a lot of B complex in it, take an additional B complex vitamin. But if your diet, if you're consuming your 6 vegetables and fruits, and also your lean proteins, and if you're not eating meat, if you're getting your beans in to get your protein, and you're getting whole grains, and you're getting the green leafy vegetables, these things can provide you all the vitamins that you need. But if you think you're lacking something, then you may have to add a multivitamin and a B12 or a vitamin B, a B complex. So you need this so that you can have more strength, more motivation, you can exercise, you can sleep well. Get your green vegetables in, your broccoli, your asparagus, what's the other? Your Brussels sprouts, your greens, your collard greens, your kale, your blueberries are great for the brain. Sweet potatoes are great for the brain. So next thing, watch my video on YouTube. If you can't remember what to eat for your brain, there's at least 2 videos where I talk about brain love foods. Let's go to the next slide so we can wrap it up. Just know this, self-care. September is self-care month. This is a reminder to take care of yourself. You have to have me time. You got to set aside time just for you. I know we think about everyone else. Most of us, or some of us, I should say, we're givers, but think about you too and give to yourself. And I think that might be the last slide. Do I have anything else? All right. And as I told you guys before, September is also Suicide Prevention Month. If you're having thoughts about harming yourself, you want to call 800-273-8255 or call 911 or go to your nearest ER. If you don't have a plan, you're just feeling down and out, you can call 211 and they can help direct you to some care. But also feel free to call our office at 305-981-1700. That's all I got for you, Nikki. Take care of yourself.
I have a question. I do have a question. So there was an image of like the iron skillet. So wait a minute. Are you saying that if someone cooks in an iron skillet, that iron will then be concentrated within the body?
Yeah, you can. Your food can, the iron from the skillet can actually become a part of your product. And so if you're consistently, constantly, regularly cooking in that iron skillet, that can present an issue later in life or somewhere down the road. So you want to be careful how often you use that iron skillet. I know back in the day, especially during, probably I would say the 40s and the 50s, in America, Black folks love to cook some cornbread in that iron skillet on top of the stove, some cream corn, some chicken, fried chicken, but you got to limit the use of the iron skillet.
Wow. Okay. So let me ask you really quickly. So if you're taking iron supplements, should you not cook in the iron skillet, or should you stop taking the iron supplements if you're cooking in the iron skillet?
So if you're cooking in the iron skillet all the time, it's a discussion you should have with your primary care doctor, who should, if you have a problem with low iron levels, like some women who have heavy menses, they menstruate heavy every month. At times they will have low levels of iron. They'll have some sort of type of anemia. So if you're always cooking in an iron skillet, then yeah, you may want to talk to your doctor if that person has you on iron supplementation about checking your levels, and tell them, I use this big old black heavy iron skillet a lot to make food at home. So do I need these iron supplements? Before you supplement your diet with something like iron, see a doctor first. See your physician so they can check your levels, because there is such a thing as iron toxicity.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I learned something new tonight. Okay.
You're welcome. Say brain love, please.
Brain love. All right. We'll see you next week. And now on to my next co-host. He is a private and personal chef. He's also the host of Tasty Islands on American Public Television. So Chef Irie, happy Hump Wednesday. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
What's up, everybody? Chef Irie's in the house. Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Wednesday. Yo, Nikki, what's up, girl? You know you my girl. We going cheers. We saluting, is a screwdriver today, keeping it nice and simple, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere. What can I say? Anyway, what are we talking about today? Well, it is September still, and that means it is Hispanic Heritage Month. Yes. And so the cool thing about Hispanic Heritage Month is that it spans 2 months. So it started in the middle of September, so September 15, and it goes into the middle of October, October 15. So if you're out there and you're looking for some things to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, go out, I say Google Hispanic Heritage Month in South Florida. Trust me, there's a bunch of things to go out and do, museums, there's stuff happening in Miramar, so check it out, hang out with the family. And definitely now go check out some Spanish restaurants. So here are 5 dishes that I think if you've never had them, you need to try them. All right, number 1, paella. Yes, paella is like just the beauty of Spain in flavors, and not just flavors, but in the types of things that you can put in your paella. Seafood, whether that's shrimp and scallops and mussels and all that good stuff, and fish, or you can add seafood with chicken. Yes, it's awesome. The flavors of saffron. Yes, awesome. You must try this. And of course, the short grain rice. They use this rice, and this rice was grown particularly in Valencia, on the Mediterranean coast. And why it's used in paella? Because it can absorb more liquid than your regular rice, your regular long grain rice. So when you go to the restaurant and they offer paella, remember, paella takes a little while to cook, so don't sit there and grumble your face because it's not coming fast enough. All right, so check out your paella. Next dish you need to check out is Sankocho. Yeah, baby. Yes, this is a hearty meat vegetable stew. Yes, and this is, a lot of the Spanish islands and Spanish countries. Sankocho is definitely a part of their tradition and culinary tradition. So, where did it originate from? The Spanish Canary Islands. Yes, they came and so when they brought the traditions to the islands, originally it's like a 7-meat stew. So you can put anything pretty much in it. Goat, chicken, beef. Yeah. Just hook it up, and basically it's a stew with meat and root vegetables and very, very flavorful broth. And you adding in your cilantro, your corn. Trust me, man, hook it up, baby, hook it up. What's next? Bandeja paisa. Yes, awesome dish from Colombia. Now here's the cool thing about this dish. Okay, so when you go and you order this dish, it looks like it's a dish for 2. Trust me, it is. Why is that so? Because in Colombia, this dish was like a big breakfast dish, a hearty dish that you ate. So when the guys were going out to the farms, this will hold them through the day, give them energy in the morning. So you got your sausage, you got your pork, chicharrones, your rice, your beans, your avocado, your plantains. Awesome. Check it out. Colombian restaurant, Bandeja Paisa. Yes, awesomeness. Ropa vieja. Yes, cubano. Hey, come in, mamita. Yes, look here. Ropa vieja, it's definitely a dish that you have to try. Flavorful. It's a beef stew. Ropa vieja translated mean old clothes. Yes, I gotta delve into that a little bit more. Old clothes it is. And this dish, came all the way from the let me check my notes. The Iberian Peninsula. Yes, the Iberian Peninsula, way back. And this started with the Sephardic Jews. And what they did, there's no work on the Sabbath, so they will cook this stew on Fridays, and of course have the dish to enjoy also, Saturday or what, before the Sabbath. So check out your ropa vieja. Yes, the next dish, Mangu. Yes, Mangu. You must check out Mangu because the Dominicans will love you for that. And where did this dish originate from? The Congo. Yes. And so the Congolese name or word for Mangu is Mangusi. What does that mean? It means mashed vegetable of the earth. Yes, your rice, your boiled plantain or banana that's mashed, your pickled red onions, your salchicha, which is, Dominican salami, platanos. Yes, trust me. It is awesome with a fried egg on top. Oh my God, breakfast in heaven. So these are 5 dishes that I think you should try. Check them out. Check out some Hispanic restaurants, during Hispanic Heritage Month, or just any time that you have the moment to enjoy these particular flavors. And of course, yes, there are many other things that we could talk about, but this is what I have for you today. So enjoy. Peace out. Happy Hump Wednesday again. MIA Soul, I love you. Peace out.
All right, Chef. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next week. And now on to our featured guest. Okay. She is Canadian born to Haitian parents. She is a woman of God. She's an artist, radio personality, and community champion. It's your girl, STICHIZ. Okay, did I say that right, or did I?
You did. Just a little extension on the STICHIZ, but you good. You good. Hey, Nicky. Mine's all.
You say it better than me, girl. Okay, so let's get right into it. So tell us a little about your background.
Yes, ma'am. Well, first, thank you guys for just your continuous support. And I know I said it to you before, but just love what you guys are doing in Miami Soul. So again, thank you for your support. A little bit about STICHIZ, and coming from Chef, I know it's Hispanic Heritage Month, so habla español un poquito, aprendiendo and learning. I can do a whole conversation. So, yeah, but I'm Catholic, if I say. But my background, like you said, originally from, girl, I was about to go all the way left and sideways. Honey, bring it back, STICHIZ. Originally, like you said, from Ottawa, Canada, of Haitian descent. My parents from Haiti. And so, of course, seeing what's happening now is just nothing short. I think the best word we continue to hear, and it makes sense, is inhumane. Like it just seeing the pictures and people on horses with whips, it's like that can only take you back to certain times and eras, and for it to be in present day time, it just it doesn't do your heart right. So it's great to see people coming together and just speaking up for those who can't speak up for themselves at this time. But yeah, that's pretty much a little bit about me, where I'm from, but of course raised in South Florida, Broward County. So yes, that's her, honey. I done went all around the circles and the ways, child, but that's
No, so you speak Krill and French.
Yes, ma'am.
And un poquito español.
Un poquito. And I could play with other languages. Like I could make you think I speak other languages, but
girl, we've heard. 'Cause up until this very moment, I was confused about where you was from. I'm like, where is she from? All these different dialects. All right. So when was STICHIZ born? Like, how'd you get the name? Tell us about the background.
Sure. So my sister, I love telling this story. I'll give you the short version, honey. So my sister was always, when she came down from Canada, she was like a hip hop head. Excuse me. So music and hip hop, like she was entrenched in. And me being the younger sister, like, looking up to your sister, like us, my older sister, you know what I mean? And she actually created a record label. And she was connected to a number of different DJs. So when I was, I think I was about 8 years old, 8 or 9. And one of the DJs was from New York. He came down and she's like, yo, my sister knows how to rap. I ain't look like I could rap or do nothing like that, honey. So she taps me. He said, rap. And I look at her, I said, should I go? And she's like, go. So I'm like, and he's like, yo, son, she just gave me stitches, son. She gave me stitches, son. Her name was Lace. My name was STICHIZ. So every time I get up on the microphone, I give people stitches in a good way.
Okay, that makes sense. So you said she was Lace and you were STICHIZ.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all know how to sew? I'm just saying.
Like the band we got is Stitches and the Thread. You get it? Like Stitches and then the band be the thread. Like,
okay, I got you, girl. I got you. So tell us about the is it the Stitchophrenic experience? What's
now? You don't had it right the first time. Don't get it from here not getting it now. Let's say it again.
Stitchophrenic experience.
Yes. Yes. So Stitchophrenic experience is pretty much a journey through musical vibes. like my name, it's you take different, because I love different sounds of music. So I come from a Caribbean background, so of course you get a little bit of compa, me rapping in Creole and English and sometimes French, and then you got the Caribbean reggae vibe. And then I love instruments. There would be a time, once upon a time when I was a kid, I couldn't go to sleep without listening to classical music. So you have that, and then rock vibes and rock vocals. People could not place me in a particular category. And that was a problem at a certain point, because they would say like, hey, we can't put you in a specific category. And I was just like, you know what? It got to a point where I was like, I'm just going to create my own thing. I sound to this. I don't do this enough. I'm too not enough this. So no, I'm just going to do my thing. So STICHIZ, it's stitching together different sounds of music that I love and creating one thing, Stitch Sophrenic music.
Right. That's you. It's everything. It's a whole,
Yes,
the whole just, I guess I want to say like sphere of your genre, your energy, your tunes, your vibes is who you are basically. So,
yes, ma'am.
Well, so now you're a radio personality.
Yes.
How did this happen? How did you get on the airwaves?
I'm the come on the microphone. How I do it?
Yeah, I do it.
How you do it? Nothing but God. Let me tell you what, nothing but Jesus timing. Literally, it was one day in high school. I was always that student that would be at the shout out to my Cobras. I would be at the lunch room with the guys doing Freestyle Friday and like just doing something at lunch that was related to music, or hosting things, or putting together things where other people can showcase their talents and gifts. Excuse me. And one day I was listening to the radio and I'm like, I want to do that. Like, I could do that. Like, I could do that.
You sure can, honey.
Like, I can do it. Like, why not? Why can't I not do it? And unbeknownst to me, I feel like God, looking back at it now, I feel like God was really preparing me and setting up the stage for different events that I would be hosting as a kid. I was involved with the NAACP Youth Council and Youth and College Division, the state conference rather. And the adults, the elders would always put me up to hosting the banquets and the galas. I'm like, what? I ain't like day of. Well, Stitches, you can host. Bianca, you go. I'm like, I ain't know what. But they saw something in me and they were prepping me, and I really thank God for that. So going back to the initial question, in college, I was a junior. People know once you're a senior, that's when you typically are allowed to go into an internship. I wanted this internship so bad. I tell you, when you got your eye on something, you just go for it. And I will never forget this young lady, Miss Alvarez, had silver blonde streaks, honey. Shout out to Miss Alvarez, about 4 or 5 feet tall. You know what I say? I say, Miss Alvarez, I just need to get in the dough. I don't need no credit. I don't care. Can you just write me this letter? She said, you know what? She was the department chair for communication. She said, you know what? I'll write this letter for you and say that you'll get a grade for it. I said, okay. So I submitted it. I ended up getting the interview. Day of, no lie, no cap, day of the interview. And I always tell people, I gotta always share this portion of it because it's so pivotal. When you're going for something, if it's for you, number one. But don't let people, there will be distractions and there will be interference is what we call it. And people may come in with an attitude or a certain demeanor that might throw you off. But if you're coming there for a purpose and a reason and a goal, baby, you stick to that goal. Because the interviewer I had was just not, let's just say, wasn't the kindest person at the time. Maybe had something going on. I don't know, but just really wasn't nice at all. So I'm just up there like, yeah, sure. No problem. Sure. Yeah, no problem. Sure. He's like, okay, so Papa Keith is over there. Do you want to, check that out? Do you want to? I'm like, sure. Why not? So true story. We go across the hall. We go up on the hall. All right. And we're in the studio. And at that time, still now, once you see the red light go on, you're live. Mm-hmm. And the number one thing in radio is dead air is what you don't want, because people will essentially change. Tune out. There you go. Come on, Nicky. Because you're smart. Because you're smart and you're educated. So we're over here talking like we're having a conversation like you and I right here. And pero he pushed the body. Like, why we talking? He put the button. I'm like, and just get to talking. So from that day on, he put me on as his intern, and my voice is paid off, honey, because I was Peaches and I gave the news, honey, and I was talking like this. Yes, Papa Keith. So yes, the Lord, you see him, and I
there you go. And we know you. We know that voice.
Yes.
If it's a Haitian accent, Jamaican, Hispanic, girl, I'm like, yeah, that's STICHIZ. That's her. Give me a little English accent from earlier. We can tell you, honey. So you're definitely well branded in the community. Okay.
I appreciate it. And they let me be me, man. Because it's just me. When I talk to you, like it is what it is.
That's what matters. You're being your authentic self.
Thank
you know what I'm saying? And which brings me to the next question. So how's the radio culture amongst men and women and being a woman of color?
Yeah. I will say this, now it is a beautiful time because it actually just a few months ago, we took the time out. I found out a couple of women within our company were actually elevated to executive positions, and some who were there for a while, and who our market president is actually a woman, Sherry Gonzalez. And then you have Big Sue, you have Thema, just women who are doing it. And we were just like, you know what? We gotta showcase these women, and we gotta just show them that, sis, we see you and you doing good. You doing good. So now being able to see more women, not just women, but also women that look like me at those positions, and just doing it and doing a good job at that, like doing their job, baby. Right. It's just really encouraging. So I would like to see, I'm not gonna lie and say that I would like to see more in those positions. And just more
women of color, or just women period in those
more,
positions?
Of course, women in general, but of course more women of color in those positions. But to see the ones that I have been able to see elevate and just continue to work and speak about, they were able to speak to some of our young girls about creating that network and creating that pipeline to where you support each other. And to hear those women at that level just continue to share, like, hey, if it's for you, it's for you. You don't have to tear nobody down. You have to bring nobody down. So just make sure to leave a door open. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't, what they say, don't just leave it open for yourself. Like, just don't.
Plenty of room for everybody.
Yeah, set some room. So I again, I would love to see, it's always great to see more. Always.
And do you think that's a result of DE&I, as the impact as seeing more women and women of color in those type roles?
I think so, for sure. And of course, you see these times, whether even if it's with various movements, and we're seeing women supporting each other more publicly. Because I can't front and say that I haven't had groups of women who haven't supported me. And I have had women who, I'll be honest with you, who publicly didn't want to see me win. But I say, baby, but baby. Well, God got for you. It's just gonna be for you. But we're in the time now where you're seeing women supporting each other, and I cannot say that it hasn't been like that. It's just more prevalent now, and it's more visible. That's the word. It's more visible, and I love to see it. I really do.
Right.
I love to see
too. Me too. Yeah.
Well, shout out to you, Nicky, in the same breath of saying that. Like, sorry, I know I didn't mean to come like that, but
no, I appreciate it. It's a sisterhood. We have to like. So okay, I'm gonna segue. I'm gonna segue right here. So last night was the premiere of Our Kind of People on Fox.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if you heard about it, aside with Yaya Acosta.
Oh my gosh, I was talking about it yesterday with Morris Chestnut, who looks who's like wine, who looks better with time. I know you say that, girl, but I'm like, what are you doing? I don't know, Dr. Delvena, like, is that what water does?
That's what water does. Water and melanin and sun. Anywho, but it premiered last night, and what you said a while ago really mimicked the plot that happened last night. So if y'all haven't seen it yet, check it out. it's about the sisterhood, not breaking each other down, you know.
Good.
So that's kind of what it speaks about. So when you catch up, we can talk more, you know, offline.
Girl,
So,
we might have to have a little segment on that show, honey.
I think we should. So
that was good. Yes, for Morris. Girl, we don't have a segment for Morris, girl. And I like, yeah.
So who is currently on your playlist?
True story. I'm not being vain or anything. Right now, it's me because we're finishing up. I'm finishing up an EP. So it really right now it's me and instrumentals, and just sounds of music. And I'm not gonna lie, like I have to listen to it.
Talk about yourself. Yeah,
girl, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay, so you're also an artist as well. So
Yes.
you're also featured, I believe, on is it BET One Shot? I believe
Yes.
is what it's called. So tell us about that side of you. Like,
yes, ma'am. Music has always been a part of my life. I don't think without music, like God gave me music for a reason. I started writing when I was 8 years old. It first started with short stories, and then it evolved into poetry, and that poetry just developed into songwriting. So I could take a situation from somebody, this conversation or somebody's story or my story, and just create a song with it or create music. And that's always how my mind operated and worked. And I don't know, music just does it for me. So for me, music, my only goal and prayer is to like be able to create something that I hope touches somebody or touches masses of people, and it does something for them, and it really either breaks something out that don't need to be there. Hello, bringing them closer to the Lord, or bringing them peace, or giving you something that's good.
and when can we expect this gift from you?
Thanks for asking. So the goal is to put it out by December. Our mixtape has been done for a year. So it's just a matter of like the right time. Don't know why I'm talking like that. And also we're wrapping up. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're wrapping up our project. Shout out to my brothers, Weedham Zoes with Mecca, aka Grimo, DJ Epps, and Grimas and Magnificent Beats. So that's a project like we've been done and just continuing to work on our craft. And I'm excited. So December, to answer your question.
We're looking forward to it. Okay. So tell us about your community involvement.
Yes, ma'am. So right now I keep saying we because I feel like it's always like never like by yourself. Stuff,
it's a sister and brotherhood. It's a community, kind of event. Yeah. So
there you go.
Collective.
Okay. So really quick, we have our Chia Bell Readers book. Part 2, it's kind of like a series. The first one was You Are Beautiful, Tu es belle, which is in French, You Are Beautiful, and Ubel in Krill. And grace to God, that was Amazon's bestseller for a children's book, multicultural books. And that is already out. We have activities for kids, and the basis behind that is to really encourage kids to love the color that God gave them. Love who you are. And that sparked because of a video that resurfaced. It was a testimonial. It was an experiment that one of the news stations did. And what it showed was, you probably saw it, Nicky. It was 2 kids, 2 dolls that was on the table, And they brought the kids, they told the kids to go in to see those dolls. And the amount of kids that look like us, it's not the fact that they didn't choose the black doll. That wasn't the fact. The fact that they degraded and looked down upon the doll that looked like them just hurt me. And the final straw for me was when my nephew, my sister was telling me that he was reading a book, and he said it was a book of animals. And he said, you see, mommy, even the lighter animals are nicer. Wow. For a kid at that age, about 7, I think he was, to associate color with character at that age, there's a deprogramming that needs to happen. Something they're seeing on TV, something they're being seen, because that they don't see that in the house. So you're seeing that somewhere else to associate color with character. So that, but I don't know, I'm really passionate about that because that destroyed me.
Girl, me too.
A little bit. But that was the final tug for me to kind of complete this. So the goal is, I'm seeing though that it's not just kids that it's encouraging, but also the parents, because the roundup is just to remind each other to tell our little ones how beautiful they are. And as we would read to kids, I would see how many times they really weren't told that they were loved or they were beautiful. So, and parents started reflecting like, dang, they know they're beautiful, but how many times did I really tell them? So it's just a constant reminder of sometimes we really have to hear it. So that's it on that portion as far as literacy, really passionate about that, and working with the they're creating the first ever Fort Lauderdale International Book Fair. So we're doing our best to help with that. That's coming in 2022. So any other local artists out there, so please hit us up so we can, I can send you to the right folks. So we're working on part 2 of Chiabel, Timmy's Great Day. That's coming soon. Also, I sit on the board for Girls Make Beats, a nonprofit organization that's dedicated to really expanding the role of women in music industry, helping them to learn how to engineer, produce, DJ. It was founded by a good friend of mine from Miami, actually, Tiffany Miranda, who's a certified engineer, singer, songwriter, the whole nine, honey. So the squad is bad, baby. And we just landed a partnership with Barbie and Mattel. So we have a workshop going on with Esther Dean. Blessing, a true blessing and work. So you can check it out, girlsmakebeats.org. If you have little ones, young girls between the ages, I believe we were about 8 to 18. Please feel free to sign up, girlsmakebeats.org. We're also planning for 2022 for the MLK Celebration Committee, but every third Saturday of the month, we do our prayer walks with New Dimensions Christian Outreach. We go out there in the streets, honey, and get the prayer for the people. So shout out to Pastor Francois, First Lady Kiara. Every and anybody is welcome to come out and pray, in the whole squad that takes part in that. I do want to mention, we're planning for 2022 for the MLK Celebration Committee. So if you want to be involved, definitely reach out, let us know. 2022, continuing the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So of course,
that'll be in February or January, around what time?
That's actually in January. The prayer walks is with New Dimensions Christian Outreach every third Saturday of the month. And the MLK Celebration Committee, the parade for the city of Fort Lauderdale, that's going to be January 2022.
And how can we sign up or become a part of this committee?
Sure. Just go to kingholiday.celebration.com. Again, that's kingholiday.celebration.com. If you want to get involved, if you want to become a member, or see how you can lend your services. I know I said a whole lot, y'all, and there's more, but that's all the time we got. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And we can also go on your Instagram and your platform at STICHIZ, and it's right there. You can see her name spelled. It's STICHIZ across the board, right? Across every platform.
Who said that? Google me.
Y'all Google her. Y'all heard. Okay. So
get that Krill word of the day, honey. Learn to speak a little bit of Krill. Get that Krill word of the day.
Oh my God. So one last question. What would you tell your younger self, and how old would you be?
My younger self at, I think at 10. My younger self at 10, I would say, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Oh, that's going to make me tear up just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Was that in Canada, or was it down here?
That was here. That was here.
Oh, it's here. Okay.
It's okay in the sense of you don't have to, like, God got you. It's okay. Like,
okay.
It's okay.
Well, thank you so much. You know, I feel it. Like, I know it's probably really heavy behind that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the energy I got from that. And you're telling other little boys and girls, it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. If he puts you here, then that means he has a purpose for you and a good plan. That ain't my words. That's the word, baby. So he has a good plan for you. There's certain things. Yeah, we have to work for things, but you don't have to kill yourself for everything.
Yes, that's true.
Some things are just some things are my word. Some things are for you, and some things he just has for you. Some things are just for you. So just stay the course and keep going. But it's okay. You're not a robot. You're not a robot.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Stitches. Well, I have one more question, but I think we're kind of out of time. I was going to ask you, what's the Haitian Krill word of the day? But I don't know if on top of mind that you could drop right quick.
What's that one for the day? We got it. Can I tell you?
Yes.
Pas de problem.
Panya problem.
Almost. Pas de
Panye
problem.
problem.
Pas de problem.
Pagin problem. Right. Translate.
When somebody says, it's no problem.
Oh.
No problem. It's no problem. Like, I'm so sorry. Pas de problem.
Pagin problem. It's okay.
It's okay.
All right. Okay. Got you.
You're
Okay.
fabulous, Nikki.
And so are you, darling.
Thank you, darling.
Well, thank you so much. And we'll definitely keep in tune with what's coming up with you as with your, is it an EP that you're dropping in December? Yes. And then with what's coming up next year. So thank you so much. You know, I always hear you on the radio, on the airwaves, and I always felt like your authentic spirit. But talking to you right now virtually, it just elevated everything. That you're so genuine and you're so organic and you're so true to yourself and your passion and your craft. So God bless you. I thank God for bringing you and putting you on this planet. You are just so authentic and just a fresh of breath air. So thank you so much. And we'll
start the blush, Nikki. Stop. We're gonna talk about our kind of people though. We're gonna talk later on, girl.
I got you, girl. So thank you so much. And we'll see you tomorrow. We'll hear you tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. I'll see you later. Love you.
What time tomorrow?
10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Saturday in Miami and Detroit, Atlanta, other states, different time.
Right. So 10 a.m. down in South Florida. Thank you so much. All right.
God bless you.
And everyone, thank you so much. Don't forget, tomorrow is Lunch with Legacy Leaders with Emery Sorrell. So tune in live. You can stream it live on YouTube or Facebook. Visit MIA Media GRP. Again, tomorrow is MIA. Tomorrow is Lunch with Legacy Leaders with Emery Sorrell. So we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week. Bye.